So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
First carry for Darius Geis. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4. Let's get it. At the Seahawks 34-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Green brings it in. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
Let's go. Out, 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 out. Alert, 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 alert.
They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Seahawks first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now Wilson. And Sanders has got it complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 30.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
That's good. Alert. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Wilson throwing again. It's caught by Sanders. That one good for 26 and a first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an error in the game.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Disley there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
From the 29, Haskins. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, this is Geis. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 75 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember,
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
on plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. The Redskins have Greg Stroman back deep. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded inside the 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And now the throw hauled in by Green. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works a defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Geis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Check, 53, Mike. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 3.
To throw is Wilson from the gun on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Redskins are going to get it at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. And Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Now a toss. This is Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins. It's Williams on the catch. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know,
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
Wilson on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
53, Mike, 53. Run pass.
Here's Wilson to throw again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
53. Too low,
On first down, Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Myers' kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Get that ball, let's get that ball right here.
Now Haskins on first down. He's got it to Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They go play action with Haskins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 3rd down, Haskins. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
4th down, here's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
Now Guy stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go read option with Wilson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 53 is mine. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the 31, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Wilson wants to throw it to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
3 down, 3 down. 85 is coming, 85 is coming.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.